glasses. I need to clean. I need to clean my glasses. I hope you guys are having a good day so far today. Actually, you know what I should do? I should start flying out because I want to go check out what's going on in Ngoro Crater. There's a micro holiday going on right now, so I want to go see that and do what it is there is to be done and then have experienced it because I've missed all the other micro holidays so far. And then can catch up on world quests, can PvP some battle pets, all sorts of stuff. Are those clean yet? Am I just rubbing this around? What is this spot? Did I get paint on my glasses? That would be remarkable. I'd be a remarkably talented person to get that done. What's up, Derville and Daniel and Katie? How are you guys doing? I'm finally back, my people. Alright, that's close enough. Ooh, I can see. Okay, they're much cleaner than they looked like when I was looking at them from the other side. Oh, man. Alright, so when I do get around to World Quest, what are we actually working on here? I have 3? Gosh darn it, I thought I just did this. Apparently I have three emissaries to clear out, so we can take a look at that. I don't think that I'm likely to get a legendary out of those 3 emissary caches because I totally forgot to mention this in the vlog, probably because it was fairly forgettable, but in yesterday, day before that, Wednesday, in Wednesday's Gul'dan kill, I got another legendary. I got my 3rd one. I got Pride as. Woo. So I need to, and I haven't done this yet, but I need to sim my character to figure out if I'm better off, because I know that my bracers, I think, are pretty good. They're not ideal, but they're good. So, because my legendaries right now, I'm wearing Anun's Searing Shackles, and I'm wearing Kil'jaeden's Burning Wish, because those were... Oh no, it was my 4th legendary, that's right, because I got that helmet that is staying in my bank until, you know, Kingdom Come. So those are the 2 I'm wearing right now, and then I pick up Pride as... Yeah, I pick up Pride as. The problem is it's a haste loss. Like, I actually lose haste if I put this on, and I'm pretty sure that I need a lot more haste than I have. Like, soft haste cap for Shadow Priest right now is like between 10 and 11k. And I only have 9k, so even if it is better stats for other things, I think I'm better off sticking with this trinket. Unless I get like because this has haste. If I got a trinket that just had static haste, I don't know. I need to just get a bunch of stuff and run a bunch of sims and figure out what I'm supposed to wear. I'm not super happy with having Pride as my 4th legendary because, I mean, like, let's look at what I could have here. What on earth am I doing? Legendaries, loot. There we go. So I have this. I hate it. I have this. So, and then I have this. So I have 4 of the available. Like, how many are available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 10 available, right? I have 4 of them. So the ones I obviously super don't want, Sifus and Norganons can go die in a fire. Norganons is useless to me as a Shadow Priest, more or less. And then Sifus, also useless to me as a Shadow Priest, more or less. So the ones that I actually want are the finger would be fine. The belt and the shoulders are really good. I think I wear ideally some combination of these 4, depending on what's going on. I don't know exactly how they worked out in the new patch as far as balance, but I think those 4 are really good. I don't know what this is. Oh yeah, the cloak. The cloak's not great. Cloak's fine, but it's not great. Why did it have to give me that one? I mean, I do like the bubble. Don't get me wrong. If I have a chance to wear it, I am all about that bubble. Anything that helps me stay alive. Especially because on Gul'dan, I always end up with a fire. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Hey, Hazel, your shirt looks nice. Thank you. This is one of the blouses that I bought while I was shopping with my mom when she came to visit me a couple weeks ago. It's like super comfortable, and I love it, but it's cold. Like, it's a long sleeve blouse, but it's like almost pure rayon, and I feel like if I wanted to wear a shirt in like a very humid country, like if I was visiting India or something, I feel like this would be a good shirt to wear. And right now I'm just cold, so I turned the heat up in the apartment a little bit, and then I also, well, not the apartment, just the office, and then I also made some tea. I mean, I always make tea, but this is a specially made hot tea. So I have been talking for like 10 minutes, and I still haven't actually left to go do what I was going to do. So we're going to go check out Ngoro first. Ngoro first, followed by World Quest, followed by Pet PvP, depending on how much time there is. And we're going to be going until about 4 o'clock Pacific, so the same 4 o'clock realm time for me as well. You can always check what time it is for me by looking at my clock here, because I do play on a realm that has the same time as my local time. And then I have to go after that. 3 weeks have been so long without weekly streamings. But I did stream. I only missed 1 week of stream, and that was like 2 weeks ago. Like, if I look at the stream VoDs, let's see, weekly Friday live streams. So there was one, oh, the beginning. Yeah, there was one. I didn't really miss that many. What order are these in? Video manager, hang on. I'm just making sure that I didn't absolutely space and forget. So I definitely streamed last week. Because last week we did, which one of these is streamed? But last time we did time walking. And then the week before that, we did the order hall thing on March the 3rd. So the last 2 weeks we streamed. And then on February the 24th, we did the world quests. And yeah, no, I haven't missed any, man. Hazel, you're my hero. Thanks for all the add-ons. These are my rating add-ons. Cool, cool. Hazel, I love you. Aw, thanks. I tried the Trade Skill Master. It's pretty good. Makes things a lot easier. Yeah. Trade Skill Master is one of those things that it's so overwhelming to get started with, but once you're really set up, it's just the best thing ever. So what's the fastest way for me to get to Ungaro? I want to say if I port to Stormwind and then port to Oldham. Let's go with that. Let's go Stormwind to Oldham, fly north. I'm headed over here. Hey, y'all. Hey, Stev. It is 4 p.m. Eastern. Yep. So happy you're streaming today. How are you? I am doing quite well. I didn't get as much work as I wanted to over this last week. I got a lot of recording done. I'm sitting on a bunch of footage from the PTR. So I have next week pretty much planned out, but I just need to actually sit down and get through it. And I've got like a busy weekend. What am I doing? Stormwind. Also, I'm gonna need to get up and grab my water bottle at some point. Maybe I'll port to Oldham. I'll start flying, and then I'll grab a water bottle because all I have is tea, and I always need both. I'm always waiting for your Twitch streams every day. Oh man, I haven't been streaming a lot on Twitch this last week because on Twitch I usually stream the arena, and I've been queuing arena every day. I'm trying very hard with that, but lately I've been. Oh man, check out this transmog. Look at that. Look at that hat. The shoulders are actually really nice. What are those? Oh, it's gone. Whatever those shoulders are, I don't have them. They look like Nighthawk shoulders. But, what was I talking about? Oh, Twitch streams, yeah. So I've been pugging and it's been just not great. And I haven't been playing that well, so I kind of wanted to queue off stream for a little while and sort of get my life together and start actually playing well. I tried to stream a little bit last night, but I ended up having to turn it off a little bit early. I'm gonna try again at some point, but ideally, what I want for the Twitch streams is if I have queues, like if I have arena queues with people that I have queued with at least a couple times that are comfortable with the streaming thing. Because it makes me really uncomfortable queuing with pugs on stream. Like, it is an absolute dice roll as to what kind of sound you're going to get through voice on their end. You never know what it's going to be, and it's just stressful. So, first time watching your live stream. Love your podcast, instructional videos. Thank you for all you do. No problem, Jeff. Thanks for coming by. You tried TSM and you lost all your money. Oh no, you gotta be careful investing. Okay, so I need to grab my water bottle. I probably should have taken that flight path, huh? If I just auto fly, I'm gonna come back from my water and I'm gonna be like somewhere in Mulgore, probably getting annihilated by Thunder Bluff guards. I've been having a lot of nostalgia for Mop lately, and I think I know why, and I'll tell you all about it in a sec here. Is there a flight path here? Yes, there must be. It's over here. Cataclysm was so long ago. Kata was before Mop, right? It was Kata Mop, or was it Mop Kata? Mop Kata what? Kata Mop what? Wrath Kata Mop what? I actually can't remember. Okay, what do you mean I don't have any flight paths? Okay, well whatever. I'm just gonna grab my water. I'll be like less than a minute. Hang on. The nice thing is that my apartment is so small that I can get all the way across it and back, like, really, really quickly. Cavern's a time portal. Yeah, that would have been good too. I think this one's technically a little bit quicker depending on how long it takes you to zone into Stormwind. I need a flight path, apparently. Have I just never been? I've never been to Ungar on this character. I really wish, and I guess I understand why they do this, but I really wish that map exploration and uncovering was account wide. Because I have the Explorer like 3 times over. Back before achievements became account wide, and that was one of the first things I would do every time I switched mains, which I did quite a lot back then, was I would go everywhere on my ground mount, because this is pre-flying, and get Explorer. And now this is a character that I made this character in late MOP, and I guess I never went through Unguro, so I don't have any flight paths, and half of it's, like, not even uncovered, like a noob. Man, Cataclysm MOP of Doom, basically. Hazel, can I join you from another server? I'm from Emerald Dream. Technically you can, but I'm not actually doing any group content today. I'm doing all solo stuff for now, so I'm gonna get some flight paths. Okay, so I don't actually know anything about this Ungoro Madness event, aside from the fact that it is up. Ungoro Madness begins. The dinosaurs and Ungoro getting restless. Time to go pay them a visit. So we're paying them a visit. I don't know what's going on. I see 3 big X's. There's Tar Tyrant, Giant Fin, and Queen Zabra. So we're gonna pick up the... I'll stop by here first. Stop by Giant Fin. Hey Hazel, how you find the Ungoro holiday? How did I find it? Or how do I... like... Okay. Giant Fin. So I'm assuming that I kill it. I'm just gonna throw in my Kill Jaden's Burning Wish to go, like, annihilate all those Murlocs. It didn't hit them as hard as I wanted to. Let's, start dotting them up. So, I don't really... Alright, Lightning Nova. Do I want to stand in the thing? Oh, I can get in a bubble. Do I want to be in the bubble? I'm drowning. This was a terrible idea. 10 minutes remaining. Okay. Oh, but that took me out of it. Okay, so maybe I did need to get in that bubble. Maybe that just saved me. I don't know anything about what's going on, so... there's just 3 red X's in the map, and they all mark bosses. So I'm assuming that I can come kill all these bosses, and something will happen, or maybe this is just for fun. But these are new. Like, as far as I recall, last time I was in Ungoro Crater, there was not. All right, so I want to. No, that he took my bubble. Okay, I'm gonna find out what happens when you're not in a bubble for Lightning Nova. Okay, very little. That only took me down to like 80%. That was really underwhelming. All right. This guy appears to have a lot of health. I don't know how much health he has because I don't actually play with health amounts. I like health percentages. Health amounts, just, the numbers are too big these days. But I'm assuming based on the fact that I've been fighting this for longer than a minute and he's still at like 66%. It's probably a lot. So I'm gonna not worry about the bubble thing because apparently this guy doesn't actually hurt. Oh, if you like it. I just got here. I'm gonna do the whole thing and then figure it out. I think it looks cute. The nice thing about the micro holidays is that they're very, very optional. Like, from what I understand, there's no toys, there's no pet, there's no mount, there's nothing. I don't even know if there's an achievement. So if you, like, couldn't log on to WoW during the event, because they're quite short, this one's only, like, 3 days long, and that's, from what I understand, rather unusual for micro holiday. A lot of the times they're only 1 day. So, there's nothing to really, I don't know. You don't have to do them, but that means that when you do them, nothing really happens. It's just kind of like a fun thing. But how fun it is really depends on how much you enjoy killing this gigantic Murloc with a bunch of Murloc ads. Like, I don't even think this guy's gonna give me anything. What I would really like is if they would give us, like, transmog looks. Like, maybe not even exclusive transmog looks, but just, like, transmog looks from... I'm just gonna get in this thing. Oh, I can still attack from within the bubble. I don't know what the point of being in that bubble is. I don't think I'm actually mitigating anything at all. Let's kill that one. Oh, I forgot I had dialogue sound turned on. I can actually hear it when my Deco starts talking to me. Isn't a Murloc pet tied to March of the Murlocs, though? The quest is available, but only able to be completed during the event. I think that one is the exception. We don't know for sure what that Murloc is from, but based on the, Oh, okay. Alright, well that serves me right for not paying attention to that. Okay, so Lightning Arc is a frontal cone. That's not what killed me. But that did hit for quite a lot. So, 2 million damage from Lightning Nova. All enemies on the ground. So you do need to get in the bubble for Lightning Nova. Maybe I was standing in something else. Maybe I was standing in something that wasn't Lightning Nova. Okay. So, new giant fin strat. You mean I have to run on foot? Excuse me? Oh man, I'm so slow. Also, all these other people. Okay, so yeah, you do want to get in the bubble for the Lightning Nova to get off the ground. Or I'm sure you could, like, if you have an ability that leaps you up, I bet a Demon Hunter could just, like, jump up in the air and do the thing where they, like, throw apples from the sky. That would probably work. It will give you a goo thing that gives you a buff. Yeah. Yeah, no, it definitely does that. Yeah. I don't know what the point of that is, though. I don't think it really lasts beyond the event. I think what's going on here is this is just like a cute thing for WoW players to do that kind of promotes the Hearthstone event. Kind of like, remember how when the Warcraft movie came out, a lot of the Warcraft movie's story was centered around the Karazhan Tower? And then we also, around that time, had the Return to Karazhan dungeon come out, and also... Oh, okay. I need to heal myself. Lightning Nova, we're getting in the sky. Up, 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 up. Yeah, so we had the Karazhan, the movie, the dungeon, and the Hearthstone Return to Karazhan all within like a not a tiny time frame, but in the same ballpark. And I think that's kind of what we're having here, except a much smaller scale version of that. Because I'm assuming that we're not getting Return to Ungora movie. That would be pretty dope, though. Alright, so we get up for the Lightning Nova. Did this guy... He has more health. He must have died while I was running back. He must have died and respawned. Because I have... We've gone backwards in progress here. Okay. Yeah, so the deal with the March of the Murlocs thing, I have a reminder set so that my phone tells me when it's going to happen, because I think it... Give me this bubble. Give it. Or this bubble. Any bubble. There we go. Because that will hit me for 2 mil. I'm going to set this guy as my focus so I have a... Just in case I stop to target some Murlocs. Nice thing about having all these Murlocs is that all of this dot damage heals me. I can just get Vampiric Touch into all of these, and I get quite a lot of incidental healing. Probably not enough to carry me through the Lightning Nova, but it's a good amount. Yeah, the pet journal entry for Squirky, I believe, is the Murloc pet that we're theorizing comes from that. It kind of hints at it having to do with that event. We don't know for sure, though. I think I would be surprised if Squirky is only available during the event. I think maybe he becomes available during the event, but can also be obtained after that. But we'll find out. It's really hard to say at this point. I think one of the Blizzard people also tweeted, give me this. Oh my gosh, they're taking my bubbles. Tweeted not that long ago that there are still, like, 7.2 is coming out, and there is still a secret in the ocean somewhere that was added in 7.15 that people haven't found. Now, I haven't been through all of the oceans of forever, but this was after the whole murky thing. So, for all we know, maybe it's already available. Like, I don't know. Could be. Kind of counterintuitive, but it's also possible that the Light Nova thing wouldn't affect me if I jumped in the pond, because that would get me off that same vertical axis. I could probably dive into the pond. I don't really want to test that out, though, because if we do kill this and I'm running back again, I want to find out what happens when you kill it. Like, is the red X going to turn into a check mark? Oh, it moved. There was one over there before, and it's moved now. Okay. Or there's a different one, maybe. Maybe there's multiples available. I feel like I've been fighting this boss for an excessive amount of time. We're gonna get him, though. We're in execute range now. I bet killing the Murlocs is good because there's less of them to take your gosh darn bubbles. Because you need those. You need my bubbles. I wonder if there's a point to just running around and randomly killing the Devil Swords. Because they've been scaled up. Like, they do, they should be at least a little bit of a challenge at 110. But I don't know if they give you anything. Alright, we're gonna get him. I believe. I probably could have used a combat potion, but I don't know if I care that much. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Gimme. He gave me Dino Mojo. Okay, so this is the item that gives you the buff. I don't know if it's consumed or not. So you throw it at another player, and both of you get a random adaptation, which is not like the PvP talent. It's like you get a random buff. Like maybe you get spines, maybe you get, I don't know. There's a bunch of different buffs. So let's do this. Let's pick a lucky person. Me and Grave Rob are gonna share this right now. So it looks like it was consumed, but I now have a 3-day buff. Massive size increased by 4%. Disabled instances in PvP. So it's not going to give you like a raid buff or anything, but for like world questing, whatever. Size increased by 4%? Seriously? I'm a gnome. You can't even tell. But it does say it's a 1 stack. So I bet if we go kill these other bosses, we get more of those. Or if like a bunch of people all share them with one person, you could probably stack that up a lot and get like a greater size and like the other adaptations. So this might actually be kind of fun. I'm kind of into this now. Okay, so if we go kill these other bosses, we get more Dino Mojo. We use them on more people. Like, how many stacks of that could we get? Could I be like a gigantic gnome running around for 3 days? Because that's pretty dope. I wonder where else you get Dino Mojo. Alright, so I'm going to catch up in chat real quick. Anything special for this event? Nothing that lasts beyond the end of the event. Nothing permanent, nothing collectible. But apparently I can get some world buffs, so for a couple days. 6 or 7 to kill? Okay. Do they only drop the Dino Mojo the first time? Why isn't anybody fighting this guy? Are we scared? Are you guys waiting for me? What happens if I pull this? Am I just gonna get wrecked right here? I'm doing it. I'll stun him. We're going. Oh gosh. Alright. Well, that's why. Hopefully somebody that can tank gets right on that. I bet there's probably World Quest groups for, well, not World Quest, but group finder groups for this. Okay, so we're gonna, yeah, I want a lot of the massive stacks. Oh dear. Okay, so he has a shout. I could probably make a video about this, but the video would be relevant for such a short period of time. I would have to try and make it today probably, and I don't know if I'm gonna have time. We're streaming until 4, and then I have to go into town. I still have to queue today. I don't know. They stacked to 29 at least. Oh, 29. So what's going on, Nunguro? Well, the mobs have been scaled up. There are bosses spawning all over the zone. The bosses give you Dino Mojo. The Dino Mojo, you use it on another player, and it gives both of you a buff, and you can stack those buffs up. The buffs will have some combat bonuses, and apparently some, like the one I got, increases my size. Some of them are not combat bonuses. And those bonuses are active. Gosh, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. They hurt, they hurt, they hurt. Not in dungeons, not in raids, not in PvP, but in the world. So for doing your world quest or for parading around Dalaran for a few days. This is the longest run. Okay, I see why they didn't pull him. Whoopsie daisies. Consumed and a 3-day buff. Gotcha. What do you think about the Journey to Ungoro cards revealed today? I have not looked at those yet. Let me Google it. Journey... Actually, I bet the best way to do this is to go to the Hearthstone subreddit. r/Hearthstone. I bet you they have a post there. What do we got? Well, I'm running back forever. Pre-release reveal chart. So 16 of 135 cards have been revealed in total today. Today, reveal stream. Reveal stream. This is not the info I'm looking for. I really lose a pet match now. Cool. Hello there. Hi, Neil. You just got Hate Spark the Tiny yesterday? Oh, nice. Hatespark the Tiny he got pretty expensive from what I understand because he was only available during the 10th anniversary, which was like 2 years ago now. I couldn't get him to draw for me because I refused to farm the Molten Core thing. I did the Molten Core thing once. And then I was like, man, that took me like 4.5 hours. I could do that a lot of times, or I could just spend 120k, because I think that's what I spent on it back when it was current. I think I spent about 120k gold to pick up my Hatespark and just have it done with. What a useless event. Well, that's the point of micro holidays, is that they're, like, if they made them useful, then everybody would be like, oh my goodness, what if I can't log on to WoW for a day? I'm missing out on this isn't fair, Blizzard, please. But because there isn't anything that you super need, they can do these shorter, less labor intensive, more like flavor kind of events, to kind of add some spice into the world. I don't think any of them took like a huge amount of dev time. I think it's just kind of a fun thing to do, so... Every time I come back, he's back to full health. I'm gonna try and find a group for this guy. Let's see here. That's why he walked 15 minutes ago too. Yeah. Are you gonna do a group for the event or just go solo? I'm gonna try and see if anybody else has already got a group going. So it's probably in custom, huh? Akari doll. No, not in custom. People have like Ungoro Madness groups, but I really just want this boss. Akari doll. Nope. Where would I start it? Would I start it in custom if I wanted to start it? Let's just start a custom group. If anybody wants to join up for this and you're in Ungoro, you're welcome to. We're doing Akari doll. Ungoro Madness boss group for Akari doll. Up. So we're gonna list this. We're gonna auto accept. And hopefully that gives me a bunch of people to help kill this boss with. It costs you about 150k Hatespark, that is. All hail the Queen of Tea. This is, this tea that I have today. I think I talked about it on one of the other streams. Maybe not. This is one of Harney & Sons, city flavored blends. So this is the Tokyo one. It's like a Japanese green tea. It's kind of got that bancha flavor. But it's got caramel flavor in it, and it also has some toasted sesame seeds. So it's kind of like a dessert tea, but it's not like one of those super heavy dessert teas that you absolutely need milk and sugar with. It's actually really nice in its own. I don't know. I can't imagine putting milk in green tea. I always put milk in black tea, but I can't imagine putting in anything else, really. This boss is in group as annoying as F. This boss is in group as annoying. I don't get it. You see somebody with a 59 stack, you think it's infinite? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if the stacks weren't limited, because they're not going to break anything, really. Like, even if somebody got game-breaking amounts of power, they're going around one-shotting all their world quest mobs, it's just world quests. Like, it's going to go away in 3 days. It's not like you're going to keep it forever. So, let's see here. So I think it's fun to let people get a little bit OP like that. And plus, you would have to farm extensively, like 59 stacks. Oh, I guess the other thing that you could do is okay, so there was a thing I needed to be aware of. Oh yeah, he does a shout lockout. If you're running with a big group of people, they could all give their buff to that one person. And alright, so I want to not be casting during that primal shout. There we go. Like, you could focus buffs on one person to really stack them up high. I don't know if that worm was related to this boss, or if he just decided to pop up. I'm assuming that he's related to the boss because he's kind of doing that Firelands thing. I'm gonna go fight him over here, actually. Get kind of out of range of that guy, because I don't know if he's gonna die. He's got, like, a lot of health. Whoopsie daisies. I wonder if you have aggro, or if you're just, or if she just got caught in the thingy. There's also some big mobs up here. I'm gonna keep dots on all of these worms to try and keep them down. Depending on how many bosses, I wonder if it would be worth. Oh gosh. All right, that Triceratops is gonna be a problem. I'm gonna put a mind bomb on him. The worms are still kind of rolling. I'm just gonna dot up everything. Get some damage going. Try not to get eaten by that fire, because I think the fire is pretty bad. Kari doll is at like 80%. This is hard. This guy's hard. I'm glad that they did this. I'm glad that they didn't make it just like a super pushover. This is actually kind of fun. Oh gosh, I don't want aggro. I don't want aggro. Do not want. Do not want. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull back and try and let it reset. Because we're dying here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drop aggro. I don't know how many people that you need for this. Okay. I guess he's really determined. Oh, the boss is annoying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to see that. You're gonna log in and try and join. You just got home. Might take a minute to get there. Well, it might take us a hot minute to kill this, so no rush. I'm gonna start. The worst part about this is the corpse run. I think that in the middle here, this is the only graveyard in like the whole zone. And they could have given us a couple more, or given us like the flying man. That would have been nice. Do you do anything else? No, I pretty much spend all my time on YouTube, like all of it. And I still don't have enough time to get everything done that I want to. I have, I'm starting to feel like 7.2 is really any minute now, and I have so many different things I want to do. Like, I want to do Cathedral of the Eternal Night Guides. I'm going to definitely do that. I have the footage for that already. I want to do... I'm done with the mount videos, I think, because Priest and Druid are the only classes I actually had leveled up. I don't have anything else at 110 that I could copy, and I don't think you can do 110 character copies in the PTR. You can only do, like, 100s. So... I think I'm done with the mount videos, but I wanted to do videos looking at the extra artifact traits for each different class. He reset, but there are still worms. Gross. That sucks. Yeah. So, yeah, Cathedral of the Eternal Night. I wanted to do a video potentially for each class going over the artifact traits, because I don't think that would be a super intensive thing, but that's a lot of info. Like, I'm not even completely clear on what mine are. And then I wanted to do also... What else? If I can get in any of the raid testing, I'd like to do raid videos, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I've got some Broken Shore stuff to do. There's some pet tamers on the PTR. They aren't, the pet battles either aren't available or I haven't figured out how to unlock them yet. But there are pet tamers in the PTR. They've updated the pet battle dungeons, so I need to do I want to do like a full version of that, so people know which pets that they need to level ahead of time. And then, of course, I'm going to do, like in the past patches, I've done, like, top X things coming in, you know, 6.2 or 7.2 or 7.1 or whatever. So I'm definitely going to be doing that again. And I'm going to break it into major and minor features this time. Because I was making my big list of all the cool things coming in 7.2. And I'm like, man, this list is like 23 things long. This is going to be way too long of a video. So I'm breaking it into top major features and top, like, little cool minor features. I thought the game music would be louder around here. Let's turn this up a little bit. I'm assuming the worms despawn eventually. I might just give up and go look for a boss that more people are doing. There's Dananga up there, Tar Tyrant up there. Yeah, I might give up on this one. Giving up on this guy for now. Thanks for coming. Well, yeah, I don't know if that one's about to happen. So we're gonna go take a look and see what Dango's all about, because I also want to see what their mechanics are. Like, that guy had the worms and he had the shout lockout. The Murloc obviously had the bubbles that you needed to jump into, so I want to see what else they've got for these two. See what's going on. We got to do Algalon and the pet battle helped me a lot. Thanks for that. No problem. Gnome is my favorite race. Gnome is up there for me. I really have a soft spot for Night Elves. For a long time, I thought that Night Elves were, like, lame to have as a favorite race because they're too girly or something. And I do wish that Night Elves were a little bit more wild. Like, I kind of imagine them as sort of like this unfriendly, feral kind of elf people. But they really behave just like regular fantasy elves, except they're kind of darker purple. I wanted them to be a little bit more vicious. Alright, so Dadanga's over here. He is an undead. He is, oh, he was the Kodo from the quests. I think he died in one of the Ungaro quests back in the day. In any case, I don't see anybody fighting him either, so we're gonna go see what's going on up here. The Murloc one had actual people on it. I wonder why people gave up on that, or aren't on the rest of these. I wonder if they're just too hard or what. So Tar Tyrant is like a tar dude. Are there enough people to fight any of these just like around, or is that not a thing anymore? I think there's a lot of people doing the same thing I am, just kind of like flying around seeing, oh, are people fighting this? No, not yet. Okay. Because I'm assuming that you would want, like, if it starts to scale up after 10, you would probably want like 8 or 9. Ideally, right? That would make sense. I got excited and was going to join your group, but then I realized I'm a horde. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to worry too much about making groups for these. I just kind of wanted to see what's going on. Maybe I'll just go run around with my 4% increased size and ask if people notice. Oh no, there won't be a raid. I was going to say I'll show up at raid and be like, hey, do I look any different? And they'll be like, new mog, and I'll be like, nope. They'll be like, new haircut, and I'll be like, nope. I'm 4% bigger. But we don't have raid in the next 3 days. Goodness gracious. Hi, Hazelnuttygames. Hi, Trace. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I think the thought crossed my mind. I'm gonna go start my world quests. The thought crossed my mind to wear green. And then I looked in my dresser, and I realized I don't really have green tops. I stopped getting them a couple years ago. As soon as I started streaming with the green screen, which I don't do anymore, but I used to stream with a green screen, I stopped buying green shirts because, of course, if you wear a green shirt and you're on a green screen, you're gonna look like a floating head. And while that is kind of enjoyable and funny sometimes, generally speaking, not what you want. Okay, so we have Nightfallen, Wardens, and Dreamweavers. So I'm gonna start with Nightfallen. Magic of Flight. That one's really easy. If I can remember how to get up there. I think there's a portal I can take. We're gonna get to Meridel and see if I can find that portal. But I want to knock out the world quest, and I want to do some pet battle PvP. I don't think I care enough about the Ungro thing to do any more of it. Like, I went, I saw, I figured out what it was. I'm good now. Find a group in LFG to join or start one. I looked in LFG for groups and I didn't see any. And then I started a group and we got like 4 people and then we died. So I think I'm over it. I think I'm moving on with my life. We should all horde group up and go gank Hazel. There is a flaw to your glorious plan, and that flaw is that I do not play on a PvP server for that reason. Not because I think you guys specifically are going to gank me, but because I never really want to get ganked. Like, I love PvP. I spend more time PvPing in WoW than anything else. But I PvP as a healer, and healers don't really world PvP. Like, maybe if you've got like a couple of buddies and you're gonna go harass the crossroads or something, then they bring a healer. But for just randomly PvP while I'm world questing, like, what am I gonna do? Regrowth myself and go bear farm and waste somebody's time? That just wastes my time. So I don't play in a PvP server. If I want to do any PvP, I can just group up with anybody from any server. And this way, if I have like budgeted 45 minutes of my morning to run around and get my world quest done, I know I'm going to be able to get them done and not have somebody constantly make me corpse run back. Seems like a lot of dying for nothing. It's a lot of dying for a very small buff. I imagine if you had a guild group and you went around with like 10 plus people, you could probably get it all done pretty quickly, and then like your guild could focus that buff on like 1 or 2 people. I think it'd be fun, but you would need a bunch of people. And I don't actually care that much, so oh my goodness, I don't know if I'm so sleepy. So I'm trying to head up to Moonguard, basically. Moonguard Stronghold. Yeah, we're gonna check this out, see if this is a faster way. I always end up running the super long way whenever I'm trying to do Magic of Flight. I don't know if it's actually faster for me to do this way. Maybe I should have just ported there and then taken that road, because I'm pretty sure that this still takes me. Hang on, I want a mount that has feet. I like riding mounts that have feet. I'm pretty sure this still takes me through a bunch of mobs that I don't really want to. Can I not jump over this? I thought I was on top of it earlier. I want to jump off this and levitate. I can't. Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be faster. We're just gonna go run for the floor. Scotland the Brave. The buff would be good if it carried over to dungeons. I think that's specifically why they didn't do it, is they didn't want like all of the people that are trying very hard to push Mythic Plus this week to have to go and farm a bunch of dinosaurs in order to do that. They want to avoid making things mandatory. And the only way you can avoid making things mandatory in WoW is to make them not good. That's what they gotta do. Are you using LVUI? I cannot find an add-on or a way to show me how to display blockable spells. Blockable. I don't use LVUI. I tried it and I didn't like it. I use a lot of different add-ons for different parts of my interface. I have a video out that I put out pretty recently that shows my UI add-ons, so like my unit frames and nameplates and everything. Blockable spells. You mean spells that you can't kick that have that like shield icon on them, or spells that you can ice block to prevent them from hitting you? Like I don't know exactly what you're looking for there. Hi, I'm Hazel. Hi, Nestar Bear. Is that the Alani mount? That is the Alani mount. I was riding it around. I was feeling really nostalgic for Miss Pandaria, so in between queues, I think it was, or maybe it was while I was watching a tournament stream or something. But I was flying around the Jade Forest, and I decided I wanted to fly around the Jade Forest on a Jade Forest themed mount. So I was looking through my Cloud Serpents, and I picked out this one because I think this is the coolest one I have. I also have the Hulan mount, but I think this one's more rare. My stream mod Skaterbun helped me get this. I farmed for it for a long time, and the things just wouldn't drop for me. I'd gone like 8,000 kills without seeing a fragment. So I got help with that one. Excuse me. Oh dear. Oh man, why'd you gotta do that to me? I want a puppy. You don't have to bite me. We can be friends. I was watching my husband play Breath of the Wild, and and I like go and sit on the couch behind him, and he's chasing like this fox, like a really cute fox. I'm like, oh my gosh, you got a pet. And then he stabs it with a lightning spear and it dies, and he like picks up its leg. And I'm like, your buddy? Why do you gotta do your buddy? And he was like, he was probably gonna bite me anyways. I thought he was playing. I thought he was gonna get a cute fox buddy friend. Hazel, we need Argent Tournament Grounds music in the background. I have regular, like whatever the local music is. Sound, music, looping. This is just normal WoW music. This is the stuff that you get in Suramar. I'm sure you could look up on YouTube. Oh goodness, I'm not even tired. Oh, spells that you can kick. Yeah. Default UI does that. the default cast bar will show you whether or not you can kick something. So we're gonna. I don't really understand why this particular quest, like it's got bubbles like going up and over and stuff, and I don't really understand the point of the up and over when you just kind of go down, and then this just carries you along. Like this is the fastest one ever. And I feel like that's unintended, but it has to be intended. Like there's no other way to really do it. Anyways, that's one. Do I have enough mana for the armor training? I don't. So I'll just do 3 other actual quests. We can do In the Thick of It, that's easy. I can do Azhutar. Yeah, so let's just whistle and fly out to Crimson Thicket and start working our way down from there. See you later, Jason. My favorite serpent mount is the one we get from the Shaw of Anger, but I gave up eventually. Oh, yeah. Yeah. What's that one look like again? Mounts. Heavenly. Yeah, that's the one. Oh, that is gorgeous. I don't think I have any of the heavenly Cloud Serpents. Like, we're looking at Cloud Serpents. I just have, like, the regular ones. That's Gloria the Pandaria Hero. Whatever. I have regular one. That's from a quest, apparently. I don't remember doing that at all. And then that's the August Celeste. That's the Rep one. And then that's the Alani one. Where's my Hulan mount? Is that not in there? I could have sworn that was the Hulan mount. But it says it's from Surprise Attack and Toonlong Steps. I wonder if that's a bug. I could have sworn that drops from Hulan. I definitely don't have that. I don't know what that is. Maybe that's from like the Black Market Auction House. And then that's the Glory of the Raider. I never did that. Could probably go back and do that pretty easily now that it's not Pandaria anymore. And then that's the Shaw one. And then that's just the guild one, I see. I thought there was a heavenly one as a glad mount too, but I don't think they show you glad mounts in your mount journal. Just so people don't get triggered that they can't get them. I wish I was 4% bigger. I mean, that's a pretty reasonable thing to wish. It's not like you're wishing you are 50% bigger. 4%'s pretty minor upgrade. Not super unreasonable. Thundering Onyx. That's a Shadowpan questline mount. Okay, well then where the hell is my Huolon mount? Huolon. Oh, there it is. Why didn't that show over the rest of my Cloud Serpents? So if I search Cloud Serpent... Oh, it did. I'm just blind. I'm just super friggin' blind. It was there the whole time. Yeah, that's my Huolon mount. I like that one. He's got that crackling thing. Do I like that better than the Alani mount though? I don't know. Anyway, the reason why I've been so into the mop nostalgia, partially because as I PvP more and more, and I'm trying my very best to improve, I really wish I hadn't skipped mop. A bunch of my arena friends played a lot back in mop, and apparently that was just the glory days. And I played WoW in mop, but I didn't arena. I arenaed in Kata, and then again in Warlords. And I skipped the best expansion. I skipped the best expansion to do arena in, and I'm quite sad about that. I should have definitely kept playing, but what are you gonna do? I can't turn back time. And then the other thing is I finished the show I was watching, and I started watching a new one, and this one is like, it's like a Chinese traditional fantasy show. Like it's a fantasy drama, but it's a traditional Chinese fantasy drama. It's called 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms, I think. But it's got this weird combination of really beautiful costumes, and some of the effects are gorgeous. And then some of the effects are just the most ridiculous looking CGI you've ever seen in your life. Like I just watched a battle, and this battle had like crazy monsters in it. And these crazy monsters looked like somebody made them in Windows Movie Maker and just like copy pasted them in and like hovered them around with their mouse to like make them fight. And you've got like these gorgeous costumes in that same scene. It just looks really goofy. But I'm super into the show now, so I've been like running around mop kind of reminds me of that. Okay, so that's that quest. We can leave that group now. We're gonna head down to do Azjatar. Is that the world boss, or is that just like a no, that's just a bro. It's just a broski in the ocean. Not to change the subject, but can you remind me of the name of my transmog how-to video? My transmog how-to? I don't know if I ever did a how-to transmog. I did a video covering the new appearance sets feature. If you go to my channel and search for appearance sets, you can find that one. But I think that's the only mog-specific vid that I did. Mop was the prettiest X-Spec. I agree. I think Mop was the prettiest X-Spec. I talked about this before on a different stream, but they had this beautiful, almost realistic art aesthetic in Mop, and they moved away from that. They moved away from that in Warlords. Warlords was great, but it was a very cartoony planet. Draenor was filled with extremely bright colors. Everything was big and oversized. And it kind of felt like the Disneyland version of WoW, which is funny because everybody complained that pandas weren't serious enough. But the mop world felt very alive to me, and they haven't really done that since. I do agree that this is less tacky, like the Broken Isles are a little bit more toned down. High Mountain feels like a very real place to me, Stormheim feels like a very real place to me, but there's still just a little, I don't know, there's something really special about mop. You're watching that one after you finish the current K-drama? Yes, you should. After this one, I'm going to go back to K-dramas, but I've actually been really enjoying the Chinese ones I've been watching. But the thing you have to know about 10 Miles of Peach Blossoms is I watched the first episode, and I was really iffy on it. But by the end of the second episode, I was completely in. It took two. It didn't get me in the first one. The first episode is a lot of setting up the characters and what's going on with it, and then after that it really hits you. Also, if you watched, and I'll stop talking about this in a sec, but if you watched Love O2O at all, the one about the Chinese drama that featured like MMO gamers in like a cute college romance, if you watch that one, The actor that plays... What am I doing? Agitar, yeah. So the actor that plays KO in that show is in a leading role in Peach Blossoms. And it's really... he plays a very silent kind of character in the last one. So I thought he wasn't really a great actor, and they just gave him a role where he could just sort of stare at people a lot. But apparently he's a phenomenal actor, and that was just what the role called for, so... reading WoW Chronicle 2 made you appreciate Draenor's geography a lot more. Okay. People keep asking me about the WoW Chronicle thing. Like, I mean, they're starting to sell me on it. Maybe if I can get, like, a digital version, because I don't really like collecting... And this is going to be kind of sound like blasphemy to a lot of people, but I don't really super enjoy collecting physical books anymore. Like, it's one thing if it's like a collector book. Like, I have a physical copy of The World of Ice and Fire, the Game of Thrones sort of anthology background mythos book, because that's just like, it's like a really beautiful book that's very artwork heavy. But for a lot of things, I really actually enjoy reading on my tablet, and I really enjoy the fact that I can have like 100 books and a huge collection of comics all on my tablet and not taking up a shelf in my home, you know? Like, whenever I move, books are heavy, and I don't want to pick them all up and move them. And then you have to worry about them getting damaged, and then I'm like, man, there are X amount of times I could read this before it actually falls apart, no matter how careful I am. And you don't have that with a digital copy. How is it going? Hey, Tony, it's going pretty good. We checked out the Ungoro event. I am wrapping my world quests, and then with whatever time I have done after this, I want to do a couple of rounds of pet PvP, but I don't know if I'm going to have time. I have to go at 4 o'clock, which is going to be about an hour from now. So we have 1 hour, and I'm only one of 3 emissaries in. So what's our next best one? Let's go do that. Let's do the Outrider trio. Should probably just whistle again, huh? Alone bless the Flight Master's whistle, to be honest. You just got your copy. It's really good so far. There is a Kindle version. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll look into it. I don't know if I don't know. I'm a fan of lore when it's in the game. I don't know if I really need to go out and read more lore, though. Maybe I read a couple of the WoW novels. I have a physical copy actually of The Shattering, and then I have a digital copy of War Crimes. And I read both of those a couple times, and they're okay. I feel like I know more about the story. I feel like I understand more about the characters of WoW, but nothing about that book really made me want to read more. They're not super compelling novels. You'd highly recommend both Chronicles to WoW fans and people interested in trying WoW. Knowing the lore improves gameplay. I gotcha. Yeah. Sometimes I do feel like I'm missing out, especially when I'm in raid and, you know, we're fighting some dude and then, like, Illidan shows up or whatever, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he comes in here, and I'm just like, what's up? I always felt Illidan had very short legs. I don't know. Like, he's like a really built dude, but he looks short. Night elves are supposed to be tall. I don't know. Maybe it's just because they made him so buff, but I don't know. I don't super connect with the WoW lore. And I don't think you have to. There's so many different ways to enjoy the game. I don't think you need to be 1000% plugged into it. Because the thing that really keeps me playing WoW right now is WoW Arena. And there is very little lore in WoW Arena. I mean, there is the lore of, oh my gosh, we're fighting some dude that I heard of in a tournament once. Like, that's the lore that they fought in GCD last fall, and you know, they're kicking your butt now. Like, that's the story there. It's the story of, like, people that you see in the community and, like, on Twitter and on Twitch streams and from gossip through other players. Like, that's the story for that, for me, that I'm really interested in. But where are these guys? That's not who I'm looking for. Outrider trio, hello? Anybody home? You're looking awfully dead. Please wake up. I need to kill you again. There we go. Oh my goodness, this is a huge group. There we go. Sometimes I feel bad because I think it auto queues me as a healer. And what if this group? Oh gosh. What if this group was like, oh man, we finally got a healer, which they may be because they have one healer and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks. And they're like, man, Hazel from Lightbringer is going to come in and finally save us with that Guardian Spear and whatever. And they come in and it's like Hazel is now damaged. And they're like, man, our dreams? Okay, so that's that one. We're gonna do the normal thing and open these all at once. I can't whistle yet, so I'm just gonna have to run back on my pony. It comes with pretty pictures. The illustrations look amazing in the books. I see. How much is it? Let me take a look here. Warcraft Chronicles. It's like a lot of buzz about it. It's like $23.99 on Amazon for a hardcover right now, and then the Chronicle Volume 1 is $30. Yeah, maybe eventually. I'm trying really hard to not spend money in anything that I don't absolutely need to lately, though. Also, on that note, I should confirm that I am not going to BlizzCon. Not that I've ever been to BlizzCon. It's not like I go every year, and this year it's going to be a really sad event where I can't go. But BlizzCon happens right around when our lease renewal is, and if I can work hard enough and save enough money, I would really, really like for us to be able to move from this apartment and put a down payment on the house and move into a house, you know, where I have my own floor. I can, like, walk on it without people calling the security on me. Due to the nature of moving and home buying, there is no way that I can afford a BlizzCon trip around that time. I do want to go to BlizzCon one day. I want to pick a year where my friends are going. I think it would be really fun to go and to be able to meet a bunch of you guys. So I definitely want to go one year, but it is not going to be this upcoming year. Assuming that I can move this year, I think the following year is a really good candidate for that. Blizzard do fantastic backstory to their games. It's what makes the game so immersive. You're a sucker for all the old god stuff. Being a priest of Shadow Weapons very interesting when she talks. I'm all about the Shadow Priest weapon sass. I enjoy the things that she says to me when she's being all catty about it. Like, she's not only does she have lore, she has personality. What is my opener? I don't know if I'm doing it right, to be honest with you, but typically I'll pre-pot. Actually, I don't want to give you advice because I'm probably not doing it right. Like, I haven't looked it up. Usually I'll pre-pot and then I'll go Mind Blast, Vampiric Touch, because I tend to run Miseries. That applies my dots. Throw out a Shadow Fiend at that point. Mind Flay, Mind Blast again, and then, I don't know, you just dot everything up. I typically want it, like, the rotation priority, you want to use Mind Blast first. You want to maintain your dots. You shouldn't really be refreshing your dots all that often. And then you just want to cycle through Void Form as many times as possible. But I think I cast Mind Blast first. Alright, so we did that. We need to do 2 more Warden's quests and 2 more Dreamweaver's quests. If we go and look at the Warden's quests out here, there are 2 of them. So let's go to Garden of the Moon. We'll do Perix and we will do Cathaw the Savage. And because of all this quest overlap, I love having the Warden's quest because you can do them in conjunction with your other world quests. It's the one reason why I really like letting my world quests stack up to 3, is that you can kind of combine them like that and get a bunch of them done at once. They stream live tweet BlizzCon these days. You hate living on the 3rd floor. Yo, Savix, what's up? You gotta be a ninja. They start yelling. Oh man, I was watching actually your video of the Doctors League, and your friend got shocked and he started stomping. You're like, no stop, they'll kick me out. And I related really hard to that because I've had, like, the lady downstairs in particular. She's like, she works from home just like me, so she's home all the time. And it was like the first week we'd moved here. And it was like 6:30 in the evening, so quiet time doesn't start until 10. It was 6:30, and I was washing my dishes. I was in my kitchen washing my dishes, and she calls security on us for stomping and throwing things. And she did this once during raid night too, and like we're sitting at it. I'm at my desk. I'm seated raiding for 3 hours. I use headphones. You have, like, I have a tiny little dog and a tiny little cat. You have the quietest possible people. I hope that when we move out, a family with a bunch of very fat toddlers moves in so that they can do cartwheels across the floor and show her what it actually means to have noisy people upstairs. It offends me. Hazel, what's that add-on? Oh, for quests? This thing? This is a world quest list. I talked about it a little bit more in the add-ons video that I just put out yesterday, but basically it has a super dope and barrel helper. I haven't tried the Enigma helper yet, but it's got a really cool barrel helper, and then of course you can filter which world quest you want to target. So we're gonna wander down to here. I'm assuming that's the add-on you're talking about. Unless you mean World Quest Group Finder, which is also pretty dope. You need help going to Sir Mardet's. I can't help you with that. All the lore about the Titan Forge and stuff that happened in Azeroth is more immersive than Tolkien and Song of Ice and Fire. Oh man. I might have to fight you over that, Nestar Bear. I don't agree. I have a special kind of obsession with the Song of Ice and Fire stuff. Like, not only do I have like the books, of course, and I like read them every year, but every night, this is gonna make me sound like a crazy person, but every night, in order to fall asleep at night, I like to read at night before bed, and if I'm like really tired, but I'm having a hard time falling asleep, I like to read something that is interesting enough that I want to read it, but that is like wordy and intricate enough that it kind of makes me sleepy. And my favorite thing to do is to go on Reddit on my tablet and go to the Song of Ice and Fire subreddit, and these people come up with the most insane theories, and they'll write an entire essay. They'll write a well-researched, like, college-level essay about why I think Ashara Dane is actually the pirate, the sailor's wife in Bravos, which is a terrible theory, by the way. But they'll write this whole, and they'll like cite different quotations of the text, and then they'll support it, and then people come in the comments, and they'll like, I love reading those threads right before bed. I do that pretty much every day. There's nobody here. Why am I in a group but there's nobody here? I guess I'll just let it respawn. Thanks, Hazel. Looks like a good add-on. Yeah, it's really good. Barrel Helper is cheating. I mean, it's not gonna get me banned. Nobody's gonna be like, you used mouse over macros for your barrels? Get out of here. No more WoW for you. Hope you had a nice 10 years. Thanks, Hazel. No problem. Is this guy like gonna come back? Oh, there we go. Yeah, buddy. You just gotta complain to people. That's the stuff. I think we probably have some time for some pet battle PvP. At this rate, like if we do an average of 3 wins per stream, which seems to be about like 35 minutes of content, if we do like 3 wins per stream, and I stream on Fridays, I think that, like, let's do some math here. Let's leave this group. I'm gonna head out to the other one, and we're gonna do some pet battle math. I'll whistle. Where's my phone? Take a map. So how many wins do I need for that pet? So if we look at, am I not flying? Might gimme. If we look at pet battles, battle this thing, I feel like I shouldn't even call myself a pet battle. I mean, I don't, but I shouldn't even pretend to know anything about pet battles because I don't have this. So 74 of 250. So we still need. The voice acting is too good. If you guys play WoW and you don't play with dialogue sounds on, turn it on for at least 1 raid or 1 set of world quests because it is hilarious. Alright, so we're looking at minus divided by 3, approximately 58 weeks. So a little bit more than a solid year of doing pet battle PvPs on every single Friday stream. And I should have that pet sometime in 2018. What is your name? I'm Hazel. Hi, I'm Hazel. Sorry, I'm late. Get some. Sorry, I'm late. I get some. Congrats. When I want to go to sleep, you'll listen to the Sam Harris podcast. He has a hypnotically elegant voice. He knows the perfect word to use, like 10 words in advance. I admire people like that. I tend to word vomit a lot when I'm just talking about something, and sometimes words come out and they're not the ones I want. And then you have to kind of change what you're saying to fit the ones that came out of your face, and it's just not what you want. I'm surprised it oh, I already read that one. What bar add-on is this? This is Bartender. Bartender 4. I would strongly recommend it to anybody, really. You don't have to set it up like I have it here. The only reason I have this little grid all kind of funny is because I use one of these things. And I like keeping it kind of visually corresponding to where my keybinds are. The first time I mentioned using it, actually, I'd been using it for a while. I had just switched over to the Orb Weaver, and I went into Pink Ranger's stream. This is back in Warlords. Where am I going? Am I in the right place? Do I need to go around? Oh no, we're good. Actually, I don't need to be in that group. I changed my mind. I don't want to be in it. Whatever. I went into Pink Ranger stream because I was asking for, we were talking about keybinds or something. For whatever reason, it came up that I mentioned that I was using an Orb Weaver, and he like looks it up and he goes, "Oh, that's the thing that disabled people use." And I'm like, "Yep, that's me, disabled gamer." I don't feel good about myself anymore. And eventually, I should eventually take myself off it, because if I ever actually go anywhere in my life and play at like a LAN event, I think you're allowed to use them, but I feel like it might cause problems because a lot of these things, like, I don't actually do it, but you can program macros and scripts into them. And I feel like in a tournament setting, not that I'm about to find a tournament, but if I did in a tournament setting, I think that you would probably have an issue with being able to use one of these, and I'd probably want to be able to use an actual keyboard. Hazel, what is your favorite color? I have a hard time picking. I like a lot of colors. They're all pretty, except for orange. Orange isn't my thing anymore. And yellow. Not a big fan of oranges and yellows. Like, they're great, don't get me wrong, but my grandmother actually has this irrational hatred of the color yellow. Like, if you're getting her a gift, it better not be yellow or you will hear about it. It's so funny. And I think I actually got that from her. I think I've inherited her distaste for the color yellow. She doesn't, not a big fan of yellow, that one. Greens are nice. Greens are druidy. I like all druid stuff. If I could just, like, turn my house into, like, a forest theme, and have, like, trees everywhere, and make it look like it's a tree house, but it's actually like a regular house, I would 100% do that. Like, can you imagine, like, all of your cabinets and stuff are actually, like, a tree? Okay, this sounds like a dumb idea. But all of your, like, all of your stuff kind of, like, goes on, like, tree branches. There's, like, shelves kind of embedded in it. And then, like, as, like, a canopy over the bed, you can have, like, a giant tree stump. And then you kind of, this is, again, not very practical, but you could, like, worm your way through the tree roots to be in, like, a nest under the tree stump. And then sunlight comes, and the lamp is, like, meant to look like sunlight filtering through, like, the trees. Like, I don't know. It would be just like druid paradise. I would never do this because it would cost $1 million and be super impractical and terribly difficult to clean. But it sounds like a nice idea. So I need 2 more of these. I don't really care which ones I do. We should do the nuts thing because that's easy, and I may as well. Oh, is that a world boss? I should do the world boss. Am I still in a group? I should leave that. I should do the world boss to try and improve my chances of getting a legendary, despite the fact that I just got pride as. Ugh. Glad to see you streaming. Yeah. Just a reminder, I will be ending a little bit early today because I have to go. The appointment's actually, I didn't mention it. I realized that in the vlog I just talked about I have an appointment, and I, like, left it really vague. It's taxes. I have to go do my taxes. I don't understand self-employment YouTuber taxes, but I do know that, especially as an immigrant, because I'm not American, but I live in America, I'm really not looking to piss off the IRS. So I go see an accountant to help me figure out my taxes, figure out my deductions, figure out, like, what I can write off and what I can't. Because I work at a home, I can write off some of the expenses of rent and utilities and stuff. So I think eventually what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to be making 4 times a year, like, an advance payment on my taxes, but it's YouTube. You don't know how much you're gonna make until you make it, so I basically am going to go see a guy, pay him probably what is a rip-off of amount of money for him to figure that out for me, and then fingers crossed I don't get audited. Not that I'm doing anything under the table, it's just something I don't need to deal with. Your very own Dream Grove, right? I would call my home the Dream Grove. I would make a sign, like a wood-etched sign, and just hang it over the door and be like, "Welcome to the Dream Grove." I should just put this in, like, a journal and be like, if I ever just make $1 bajillion, I am making a really impractical druid home. Maybe it'll be like a summer cabin. That would be a cute cabin. You wouldn't want to live in it all the time. I mean, I would. My kitty would love trees to climb in. It would be like a cat tree, but it's like an actual tree, you know? Maybe that's a good compromise. Maybe one day I find a cat tree that is like an actual tree to put in my home for her to, like, climb in and, like, sit in. Because she will sleep anywhere. Have you ever done a PC spec video? I haven't. I didn't want to do one previously because I was still upgrading my PC. I think after all the money I spent on it last year, which I actually just titled up because, or I totaled up because I need to submit that number for my taxes. But I could probably do one now. Not like right now, but sometime this year because I don't think I'm changing anything. However, if you are curious at all about my PC specs, you can go to my Twitch page. I have an entire listing. I have a full listing with Amazon links, affiliate links. Full listing with Amazon links going over all of my specs of my PCs and my peripherals. So if you ever want to check out like what kind of mic I have, what kind of mic stand, you want to know what RAM I'm using, you want to know what my hard drives are, you can go look at all of that on my Twitch page. So the video would pretty much just be me reading that off and talking about the different things. I'm pretty happy with everything I have here. Thank you for the tips and pet battles. You almost have a nightmare train, 4 more families to go. Congrats! I don't think you need to thank me for that one. I haven't actually done anything on Family Familiar. I know I promised that I would, and I still plan to, but it is just such an overwhelming prospect, and I have so many videos that I need to make before that are arguably better payoff for the time invested. Like, because Family Familiar is such a fragmented achievement, I don't think I can expect a ton of views in each video, and that's fine, it's still something I want to do, but it's going to be basically a huge time investment for basically no money, and I just can't afford that right now. Once I get into a slightly more stable place, I can definitely take the time to do that, but it's unfortunately not a priority. Hazel, it means I like you in my language. I'm always skeptical of saying things in other people's languages if I haven't looked it up myself, because what if you're making me say something really awful and then you clip it and then you send it to all your friends in your language and you're like, look, Hazel's a Nazi or something to that effect. And I don't know. I'm just always cautious. I do trust you, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it. Where are you from? I thought you were American. No. I am Canadian, which is like the same thing. I didn't actually move very far, but I'm Canadian. I'm from Vancouver Island. I've been in America for 3 years, 2 years. I moved when I was 21, so yeah, 3 years. I've been in America for 3 years now. I want to go back to Canada eventually, but it's really friggin' expensive. Everything costs so much money up there, and the dollar sucks right now. It actually worked in my favor because I just paid off my student loans a week or two ago, and I was looking at the amount of money I would need to send over to do it, and then I realized, oh, there's an exchange rate. My American money that I've earned here is worth more in Canada, and I looked it up. And it's like 75 cents to the dollar. And I'm like, dang. So I saved a bunch of money saving off my student loans. I still haven't finished this yet. Oh, you know why? I'm not in a group. Usually I use World Quest Group Finder and I get in a group and then just other people capture the squirrels for me. Whereas in this case, I've just been sitting around for half an hour. First time I've caught you live. Normally see the stream after you recorded. Peace up, Black Tiger. Thanks for stopping by. Hazel, can I ask how old you are? I'm 24. 24 years old. My birthday is in September. So this year. Yeah, so September of this year, I will be turning 25. 24 feels like so much. This is going to sound really dumb to anybody that's over 30, but 24 sounds way older than 23. Like in 23, I was just early 20s, but 24 rounds up pretty easily to 25, which is like, halfway to 30. And I don't think I'm ready to be 30 yet. I have so many things that I want to do by the time I'm 30. I want to have a house with a floor that I can jump up and down on. I want to be a gladiator, which is a really dumb goal to have by the time I'm 30, but hey, I want to be a gladiator by the time I'm 30. I want to have gone to a BlizzCon. I would like... I don't know. I don't have any particularly impressive goals. I would like to make a little bit more money. I would like to earn more than I'm making now. Not like a lot of money, but preferably over minimum wage. And I want another dog. We have Joker. Where is he? Joker, bud, come here. Usually I have animals in the background just sleeping back there, but they've abandoned me today. So I'm not really picky about the kind of dog I get. When I eventually go get another, excuse me. When I eventually go to get another dog, I think, we'll check out shelters and stuff. But if I have a choice over the breed of dog, I need to do one more quest. If I have a choice over the breed of dog, I want, here, I'll try and pull up a picture of it. I want a collie, rough collie, you know the ones with a really long face and the super long fur. It's like a bigger dog, but they're so beautiful. Here, this one. View image. Here, I'll save it. I'll try and throw it up without actually here. Image. Doggy. Doggy. Yeah. I want that dog. Not just one of those. I want that specific dog. And I'm sure that, like, they have a lot of fur maintenance. Like, if they've got really long fur, I'm sure you have to brush them at least once, if not twice a week. But, I feel like that, like, if you got it as a puppy and then you made it into, like, you helped train it and you had it as a very well-trained, very friendly dog, I feel like that's just like Barbie dress-up time. That's just like, here, dog, come cuddle. I'm gonna brush you for an hour and sing you songs. Like, that sounds like a lovely time. What did you go to college for? I went to university for music. I was going to be a performance major. I played the trumpet because I was that cool. I played in orchestras, jazz band, concert orchestra, all the 9 yards. And then I burned out really hard and I dropped out. I did not get my degree. And I dropped out to go not go to university anymore. I worked in sales for a couple of years, then I started doing YouTube, is the gist of it. So I don't have a degree. If I ever went back to school, the first thing I would do is I would save up the money ahead of time so I don't have to do student loans again, because I just got out of student loans and it feels really nice to be free. And I don't want any more of those. And then the other thing I would do is I'd probably go into, I'd probably look into learning computer science or software engineering. Not necessarily so I could be a game dev, but just like a software engineer. I think there's some reasonably good money in that. And from the sounds of it, it's work that I would enjoy. You want a lassie? I want a lassie, exactly. I want a lassie. But I haven't seen that movie. I know it's like a really old movie, but I didn't see it because I heard that it's sad. And I'm assuming that the dog dies, and I don't want to watch movies where the dog dies. There's actually a specific website, and I'm pretty sure it's called like doesthedogdie.com, and you can look up movies to find out if there is a dog that dies. And if there is, then I don't want to watch it. That's just terrible. I can watch people die all day. I don't really care about them. But dogs don't deserve it, man. They didn't do anything. What is your Twitch page? There's links to it. Like if you go to my YouTube page, on the top right-hand side, there's little links to all of my different stuff, but you can also go to twitch.tv/Hazelnutty8. Hazelnutty8 is my Twitch page. Do not see it? Yeah, I don't plan on it. I'm assuming it is a sad and heart-wrenching story about a dog. I think maybe it gets rabies? I don't really know, but I can definitely go my life without seeing that one. It takes a lot for me to like a movie, and it doesn't take very much for me to not like a movie. And even if it's a really good movie, if it just emotionally wrecks me, it takes me a long time to recover. I'll have sad dreams for like a week. I'm just too delicate to watch stuff like that. It's really sad. So that's done, and then we can go turn in the Warden's one, and then we're gonna do some hardcore esports pet battle PvP. This tea's kind of cold now. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna heat up the whole teapot, and then that way, the rest of I have like half a pot of this tea left. This tea is so good. I'm gonna heat this up and be right back. One sec. Where's my cat? Usually she'll stream for me. Close enough. gotta say hi. I woke her up. I decided if I was going to do Pet Battle PvPs, I wanted to have the kitty. Wanna say hi? Meow. This is my baby. You're sitting on my shirt. There we go. Did I lose my glasses again? Oh, whatever. It's only another half hour. I can do a half hour without the game glasses. Okay. Oh gosh. I'm actually wearing outside pants today like an adult. It's kind of freaky. So let's get a nice legendary. Did you see the Warcraft movie? Yeah. Yeah, I went to see that in theaters when it came out. I really liked it. A lot of people didn't, but I thought it was really cool. Hi. She's always really cuddly when you wake her up, which is bad because it like incentivizes me to wake her up. But it's really cute. She'll like fall asleep on the floor waiting for me to go to bed in my office. And I'll like peel her off the floor because cats are kind of liquid when they're tired. And then you just like sling her over your shoulder and she'll just purr. And I really like my cat. I think I had a dream that we tried to get a second cat. And I was like, why, what's the point of getting another cat? I'm never going to get another one that's better than this one. This is the best one. This is the best one there is. Doggy's there too. Missy? He must have left. He does that. Alright, so where's the third one? I should have 3 of these. What did I do with it? There it is. Alright, you guys ready? Oh, you can lay down. Katie, you don't seem very hyped. What if it's a legendary? What if it's a... Oh, no. The odds weren't very good considering we just got our 4th one not that long ago. Okay, pet battle PvP time. We can do this actually from pretty far. Oh, sorry. We can do this from pretty far back. I think my sleeve is tickling her. So let's put together a team. What do we want to start it with? What's a good pet to start this with? I'm probably gonna throw on. Let's do Blossoming Ancient because we're cheap and we like winning. We'll do Blossoming Ancient. We'll do Mechanical Panda and Dragonling. So what we're actually going to do is we're putting together a pretty generic team to start with. And then once we see what's queuing, we're going to counter comp them because there's not that many people queuing Pet Battle PvP usually. So it's quite likely you get the same teams. For the last one, I'm just going to throw in a Mischief. Actually, you know what? Infinite. I just got this. I don't think it's good. I think it actually sucks. But I just got this, so I'm gonna take Cyclone. Sure. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna take this. I don't need this. What's a good one instead of him? Maybe Mischief. We'll do Ancient, Mischief, Infinite Hatchling. This is a terrible team, by the way. Do not queue this. This is not a recommendation. Reduce the speed. Crouch. Pounce. Yeah, buddy. That's the stuff. Katie, I might need to go grab my glasses. Can you stream for me while I find them? It's too bright. It's fine if I'm just playing, but I have stream lights on right now. Katie, I gotta go grab them. I should just have extra glasses that I keep on my desk. Will you stream for me for a second? You gotta... Oh gosh. Careful. Careful, there you go. Thank you. There you go. You're okay. Anyone know of a good US Alliance server? You can look at if you're just looking for one that has like a good population so it doesn't feel super empty, you can look at realmpop.com and that will show you faction populations per server. But otherwise what I would do is I would just try and find a guild that you want to join if you're looking to raid or do PvP or anything. And then just go to be on the guild, or on the server that guild is. Because guilds are really the only reason... Whew, I'm out of breath for some reason. Guilds are like the only reason for being on any given server. You let your cat outside the other day because you live in the country a fair ways away from the road and you came back covered in pollen. I'm really glad that was the end of that story. I was concerned it was going in a different direction. unless you're like deathly allergic to pollen, in which case that sucks. Did he just like prance through a bunch of flowers? Actually, that reminds me. Okay, so tell me if this is a really dumb idea. So I have some seeds. I'm I'm planting my garden for next year, basically. I just have a balcony. So it's gonna be like a little tiny window box. And I wanna grow, I did marigolds last year, I wanna grow zinnias this year. So it's about time for me to start my seeds if I'm gonna start them inside. And I was thinking about doing, let's cue from Pandaria here. But I was thinking of making a video, like a vlog kind of, where I show like planting the seeds and talk about like my plan for them. And then if anybody else wants to grow flowers with Hazel, which again, dumb idea, but if anybody wanted to, they could go look for similar seeds and like try the same thing. And I always wanted to do like a communal internet gardening thing. This is a dumb idea. But I think it'd be cute if other people were growing the same flowers as me, and then I could, like on the vlog, I could like show pictures of the flowers, like the Saturday vlog, and then people could like post their pictures in the comments, and I'd be like, look at all these flowers we all grew. And the other thing is these flowers I think they're bee friendly, so we'd be helping the bumblebees. What else do I? 2 kitties are the best. I love my 2 little girls. Did you get them at the same time, or did you get one first and the other one? Because what about the other thing is that like this kitty is generally speaking a very happy cat. And if she didn't get along with a new kitty, I wouldn't want her to be stressed out for the rest of her life because she has to share. She already shares her home with a dog that she tolerates, but the dog was there first. Like she tolerates the dog. If the dog gets too close to her, she'll usually just smack it. But they're not really friends. So yeah, that's my big concern. So he's got this Ragnar. So Ragnar's is gonna be dangerous to. No, not really anything. We're actually in pretty good shape. I'm gonna start with the infant hatchling. So he did not. So I probably could have gone with Mischief, but what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put up the Cyclone, and Cyclone actually hits the whole team. So that's gonna do bonus damage to the Water Skimmer in the backline. So we do Cyclone. The Rabbit is a lot faster. I don't think 25% is gonna be enough to get a speed bonus on it. So after I've applied that, I'm gonna switch to Mischief. So if we combine the Temporal Anomaly that I thought I put on the team, I don't see the debuff. I'm gonna crouch here. He's gonna hit me before I get the crouch off, so this is actually gonna hurt quite a lot. We can put Foreboding Curse, which is gonna add damage to the attacks. I still don't think it's gonna be enough to go first. But the pounce damage might still be really good. We're gonna see. Oh, he swapped it. Yes, okay. So now you are double slow, taking Cyclone damage, and I'm about to pounce him to death. This is gonna hit really hard. 330. Yeah, buddy. That's the stuff. Esports. Esports! You got your 3rd legendary the other day, now you have Sefu's and Pride. I feel ya, man. I feel ya. I just got Pride myself. The stats are really nice though, and they're being rebalanced in 7.2, so hopefully that works out a little bit better. Alright, so I just need to kill it before it uses that, which is fine. So we're in good shape now. He's probably gonna bring out Ragnaros. If he brings out Ragnaros... Oh no, he's bringing out the Rabbit, okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and pounce now, because even if I debuff him, he is not going to be... Shoot. Okay, even if I debuff him, he's not gonna be slower. So I may as well get the crouch buff up now. He hits me, but I have reduced damage, that's fine. And I think even with the lack of extra pounce damage, I'm still at a pretty significant... Yeah, I'm shooting right through him. He doesn't hurt very bad. Not with crouch, so there we go. Rabbit's done. Oh, sorry, Kitty. Scared you. So for Ragnaros, I'm gonna debuff him for 4 rounds. I'm not gonna bother refreshing crouch. I just want this last pounce, this last good pounce for 600 damage. Pretty good. So I think we pretty much win. We'll take out the Infinite Hatchling next. I'm already faster. Only for 3 rounds. We'll do Cyclone, then Temporal, and then we'll start spending breath. How about a communal greenhouse? Oh, he gave up. Well, I don't want to actually, like, I'm in an apartment. I don't really have room for anything like that. I don't want to actually share physical plant space with other people. I want to like, with people from the channel, I want to have like internet plant pals. Okay, so that was 1. That brought us from 74 to 75. Katie, are you leaving? Are you leaving? Bye. Have a nice nap. Alright, so what was good about that? Well, I think that team worked well, as long as we keep getting that guy. The Ancient wasn't super necessary, but I like him because he's just like this he's not uncounterable, but you have to bring a counter to the Ancient if you really want to punch through him. He's just got too much healing. The only thing I seem to be able to grow is aloe. I actually really want an aloe, so I have like a bunch, like you can see behind me. I have a lot of plants. I have a lot of succulent plants. That's another thing I want to do, is like I want to do a plant tour. Alright, so you've got 2 undead pets. Oh, I didn't bring any critter damage. Ooh. Let's start with Mischief. So I'm already faster, so I don't need to do that. We'll start with Crouch. Also, Mischief's just so cute. There's something fun about using the pet and then having the plushie just like watching you, and I'm like, hey, look, it's you! It's like, what? It's just like, look in the mirror. Okay. So, I'm not too worried about the cyclone damage. I don't really have any aquatic pets in my team. I'm just gonna get as much pounce damage in as I can here. I wonder what his incentive is for taking the Blighthawk. Like, he's using Cyclone Infected Claw. We don't know if he has Ghostly Bite or Consume Corpse. Presumably he has Consume Corpse, but if he has Consume Corpse, why did he not bring out this one second? Like, I should be able to finish this off here. He gets his immunity round, but that's fine. I don't really have a way to heal Mischief, so I may as well just use the rest of it without swapping it out. Oh, he does have Ghostly Bite. Okay. It's fine. I'm just going to take this opportunity to reapply Crouch. And then assuming I'm faster, I have 289 speed, so I'm faster than both of these guys. I can at least debuff them. I can debuff whoever he brings out next. And they will be reduced speed with extra damage against them, even after I die. So you're using... Is that a weather effect? Yeah, so that's Blizzard. I'm gonna bring out the Ancient because I think that without the Blizzard, his Ice Lance is gonna suck. So we throw down Sunlight. And his Ice Lance, which I'm assuming he has, so he used Gift of Winter Veil, his Ice Lance is going to be doing reduced damage. I can heal myself pretty heavily here. The Blizzard cleaved, though. The Blizzard cleaved my hatchling really hard. This guy doesn't have a weather effect. He's going to be doing... Yeah, so Siphon Life is fine, because I'm actually mitigating that with Ironbark now. So I don't think he's really going to be getting a huge heal off Siphon Life. I'm going to be out healing his damage for a while, so I think we're okay. I think we've got this. I think I'm actually going to heal up to full fighting. Fancy wrecking the Ghostly Skull, oh no. That's actually one thing that's really funny about Pet Battle PvP is that your character is disguised. Like, it puts you in a special Mog, it puts you in a special location. You don't see their name, you can't whisper them. There's no way for you to really tell who you're fighting. Oh shoot, I should have held that. He's gonna change the weather now. I need to swap out. I need to wait for that cooldown to come back. I'm gonna swap out to the Infinite Hatchling because he's just gonna Blizzard right now, and then I'm not gonna have the extra healing. I only want Blossoming Ancient out when there's sunlight. So, yeah, I don't know if 25% is gonna be enough, honestly. We'll throw down Cyclone, then we'll throw out the Anomaly. I don't think I'm gonna be able to throw out the Anomaly, but I'd rather get that 5-round Cyclone going. That'll help out. Could set up a CCTV camera on the window box for 24-hour viewing. Man. I think what I'm more likely to do the thing where you like take a picture of it every day and then you make a video showing its growth, but I'm also not very likely to do that. I was looking at cameras today. I was thinking again about the cooking stream thing, and there's another project that I really wanted a camera for. Okay, so he has Blizzard now. I want him to use his Blizzard. Ugh, he's not going to use it until I use mine. I'm going to use my thing. I think it's still worth it because it's going to cleave to that pet. I'm going to use mine. He's going to use his. This guy's actually smart. But it's still a huge heal. There's no point in refreshing photosynthesis. I mean, I still want to keep it rolling, but it's not going to be as good. I'll refresh it now. I'm still ahead a little bit. That pet might actually counter me. So that hurts. We're going to be mitigating 74 of it, and I can change the weather again. Man. He's so smart. I think he wins. I think he wins because my sunlight... this is tough. Oh, he did it first. Okay, he's actually... Oh, shoot! It's because it was going to kill me. Darn it! I was going to say, if I could just overwrite that, it would be fine. I made a mistake there. If I had held on to my sunlight, I think I would have been fine. So, with that in mind, I want critter damage back. I want a pet that has critter damage. I liked the blind rat for that, but the blind rat doesn't really work well with... Let's take the cow. Let's take Pygmy Cow. I don't think this is actually particularly good for pet PvP, but we're taking it anyways. Pygmy Cow. She's going to have Where's the Beef, Mother's Milk for a round heal, and then we're gonna take Chew. Do I want utter destruction? I'm not gonna really fight any critters. I'd rather have the dodge. Let's try it like this. Did someone call? No, I don't think so. No. I had to take my phone. You caught this live. Have a happy weekend, Bill. I missed a good portion of Nighthold. Can I still catch up? Yeah. Yeah, you can absolutely still catch up. A lot of people... Okay, so we have... this is one of my teams. So... If he starts with Widget, then I want to start with the cow. Otherwise, I want to start with Mischief. I'm going to do Mischief first. I'm going to assume that he's going to swap out Widget. He chose not to. Okay. With that in mind, let's crouch. This is going to hurt a little bit. Foreboding Curse. So we don't want him to strike first. So if my Foreboding Curse makes me faster, which it does, all of a sudden I am pouncing first, which is better. Because he's using Pounce instead of Spirit Claws. He does have Spectral Strike still. Are you gonna swap? Are you mad that I slowed you down? He's thinking about swapping his pets. You gonna do it? You gonna do it? You know what this is? This is a cat fight. Okay, so your problem now is Chi-Chi is a healing pet. Now I'm not doing as much damage against it, but Chi-Chi's a healing pet and you've got 2 rounds of darkness left. Okay, so Ethereal. Foreboding Curse doesn't have a cooldown, so I'm just gonna throw it up again and then we're gonna swap to the cow. Do I swap to the cow or do I swap to this one? I swapped to Sunlight because I want the Sunlight buff when I actually use the Mother's Milk thing. So we're gonna throw up Sunlight. That's gonna cleave his team. And now I'm gonna swap out to the cow. We're gonna get that big AoE heal on my team. And then I can use Where's the Beef to actually dodge. Where's the Beef should dodge the Whirlpool detonation here. So I use Where's the Beef. Whirlpool goes off, I dodge that. I can start the chew damage. I could swap at this point, and I probably should. Swap back to the Ancient. We want to basically get as many uses of that Mother's Milk as we can. Preferably while buffed. So you're using Trank. Chew just hit you. He's still got Bubble. So I don't actually need... Mother's Milk is on cooldown still, I think. Oh, no, it's not. I can do it again. So we heal up, and we're actually healing up Mischief in our backline here, basically. So Mischief gets healed up to 1100. Can throw out Chew. Oh god, that hurts. So Mia's not faster than anybody. I think this is the end for Mia. Yeah, no, Mia's not faster. I think I just die. I think that's the end of my cow. Oh, I get that Where's the Beef off. So that Chew's gonna use one of the bubble charges. And he's got bubbled back. Oh, that sucks. So he just gets to bubble again. My dodge falls off before the whirlpool detonates. That's fine. So that's the end of our healing, but we healed everybody pretty much up. We take Mischief back out. Mischief is already faster. I want to crouch before the whirlpool detonates, of course. Have you heard of r/take care of my plant? I have not. You're having some chai tea? Very nice, very nice. The add-on that shows opponent skills. Oh, this is Pet Tracker. The Pet Tracker Switcher module is what is doing that. Do I want to add the damage? Do I want to just... Oh, I want to add the damage because I'm going to get an extra 126 damage out of each attack. I don't think it's going to eat up both charges of the thing. Just one charge of the thing, unfortunately. Oh, and I have to do it again. I hate that. Doesn't hit him very hard. But it does hurt him. Oh gosh, he's got that. It's got that. I should have used crouch. Crouch would have mitigated that. It sucks. I'm just gonna go in for as much damage as I can get on Mischief. I think he wins. I think because his Sid the Squid takes out my Blossom Ancient, I think he wins that one. We're gonna give that up. We're gonna move on with our day. We only have another 12 minutes, so I'm gonna try and switch up my team and get another battle in here. I have a rule while gaming. I use the gender of the characters. This is a she, female night elf right there. It's true. That's a pretty good rule. In WoW specifically, I've noticed in PvP there's a lot of people with the female characters that do not sound so female once you get them in voice. You're doing a wheel decide challenge. What's a wheel decide challenge? Alright, so we're remaking this team. I'm gonna use... What's cool? What's a cool pet? I don't need I'm not looking for like a meta team. I'm looking for something fun. The Infinite Hatchling didn't really work out for me. What do we got? What do we got? What's good?
Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on these feats of prestidigitation.
Let's throw in a turtle. Let's throw in a turtle with Perk Up, Cleansing Rain, and Grasp. Let's also throw in we'll use Zufu. Zufu is going to have Spirit Claws, Moonfire, and Prowl. And then let's add an Icky. Or not an Icky, a Terraclaw. Why not? This is a terrible team, by the way. I've got two competing weather effects here, but that's fine. Terraclaw, Nature's Ward, Dodge. Alpha Strike? Claw, Alpha Strike, Alpha Strike. Claw. Yeah. Let's try this. What's the worst thing that can happen? Hazel, where do you get the cow from? The pygmy cow is from the Draenor garrison. You need the farm building, and then you need to, you get the farm building, you get it to rank 3, and then you keep checking back on it. Eventually, you will see a glass of milk spawned in the farm. You open the glass of milk, that gives you the pygmy cow. It takes a while. It is not a basic undertaking. I have a lot of artifact power bags. Let's use some of this up. If you pick talents and I haven't decided yet, I do the wheel decide. Oh, okay. It weighs up the reality, I guess. Some players she. Everybody tends to assume that everyone online is a he. It's true. Yeah, no, it totally works both ways. Like I'll get into voice with people when I'm doing Arena LFG, and before I get in voice, they're always like, "Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing, dude? What's up, dude, bro? Dude, Yiller, bro." And then I'll get in voice, and then there's always, like, I say hi, there's always just, like, 4 seconds of just silence. And then they figure out if they're going to be a bag of dicks or not, basically. And most people are very, very nice. But they definitely stopped calling me dude, which makes me kind of sad. I don't think dude is a particularly gendered term. I'm a dude, you're a dude, my cat's a dude, everybody's a dude. Like, we're all dudes. Is this on US server? Yes, this is American servers. NA, North America. Her excuse for that is I'd rather look at a female butt. I like to feel and roll, so I always play male. Yeah, the female butt excuse is just weird to me because it's WoW. The butts aren't that hot. There is, in fact, pornography you could look at on the internet if you really want to see a nice butt, you know? I never thought of WoW as the place to look at really nice butts. So I never really got that, but maybe it's a dude, maybe it's a straight, pardon me, a dude. Maybe it's like a male thing that they're really into that night elf booty. I don't know. Time to start the grind to make a level 101 twink. Cool, cool. It's there as soon as you build it in the rafters. Oh, okay. I thought it was a random spawn. I quit last month. You think I should come back? No, not really. They're all the same reasons you quit are still gonna be a problem, honestly. Thank you. A little problem, new yeah. Yo, it's Stannis. How you doing? What's up, dude? Yo, Flabby, how you been? How did your Mythic Plus go last night? I never asked. I forgot. Do you get rank 1 NA? Dude, bro, dude. Are you in the Emerald Dreamcast? No. No, Flabby, I never got any guests in the Emerald Dreamcast. Emerald Dreamcast was Joe. It's also very, very dead. Super dead project. I wouldn't mind being on I wouldn't mind being on another podcast in the future, but I don't think I would ever do another long-term project that collaborates between two people. I just don't trust other people enough. I think there's too many variables that go wrong when you're trying to work with somebody else over an extended period of time. That's why I really like YouTube, because everything about my channel is mine. I made all of the decisions. I did all of the work. I have 100% control over everything. And with a long-term multi-person project, you really don't have that. So I would be totally down to guest on other people's podcasts. I don't think, and if I ever did a podcast of my own, it would be a solo thing. And I think that's kind of what like the Battleground videos are like. Is the Battleground videos, I'm not really talking about the Battleground. I'm playing a Battleground while I chat about whatever's going on for me in that week in PvP. You don't correct people either because it draws more attention to the facts. You let people call me whatever you want. Oh yeah, I definitely don't. Like if I'm in chat and I'm not doing voice, if I'm in like a raid and somebody's like, let the healer catch up, he's out of mana. I'm leaving that alone. I'm not going to be that person that goes, actually, can you please refer to me as a lady so that I don't sprout hair out of my face? Like I'm not going to do that. I don't really judge other people for doing that, but it just brings up more drama than I'm really willing to deal with. Female night elf booty lover chicken. All right, you guys know who you are. What is the name of the number pad you showed earlier? You mean my gamepad? This thing? If you're talking about this is a Razer Orb Weaver. This is the Razer Orb Weaver Stealth. I had to order this one specifically from Razer's website. They didn't have these on Amazon, but it's got quieter keys. I like it a lot. I will probably eventually have to give it up, but I really like the fact that, so on here, oh, there we go. So this thing, no, oh my god, this is so hard in camera. There we go, that thing. The joystick in the middle there, that's my movement. That's my WASD right there. So I don't have to use more than, like I have my forward moving under my thumb. So my other four fingers have 20 keys and plus modifiers that I can use without having to worry about movement. It's something that I always have issues with when I'm WASD moving, is you can do the same thing by just kind of keeping your middle finger planted on the W key and then using your mouse to move. And I guess that's fine, but I like using the middle finger for keybinds. I use mostly my middle and index finger, and then my pinky is working my modifiers. I have a shift and alt modifier keybind on this thing too. So my hand has a hard time figuring out keybinds on the regular keyboard because I've just used this thing for so long. Your main is a female paladin, so is your rogue and hunter. You love playing female tunes because you feel it's like more demeaning beating some men as a woman. I mean, that is fun. I do enjoy that feeling. We just spent last night building up keys. Enhanced restore at 54 traits now. You're just grinding out your Ellie weapon now. I thought you were gonna let Ellie die in peace, man. I thought I got a snap from you and it's like, let Ellie die in peace. And I was like, yeah, it's happening. That's what's up. Silver Kitty's gonna be so betrayed. You're just grinding out Ellie weapon. You got some decent 19 keys. You do later. Nice. Cool. I should do my key eventually. I've gotten such garbage. I have gotten such hot garbage out of my keys lately. I don't even want to do Mythic Plus anymore. I'm at this beautiful stage in my life where I have 3 hours a week that I'm raiding in one night. We do raid on Wednesday night, then we're done. And then all of my other time I can put into PvP because I'm not good. I'm not good at Arena, and I want so badly to be good. And I really need to put all the time that I have into it. I need to put every drop of time that I can possibly find to queue. And I can't do that if I'm just if I just write off a night a week to queue, or to do Mythic Plus. Okay, so we fought these guys already, but I changed up my team. So he does a lot of swapping, so I'm going to start with the festival hatchling. I'm going to bring out my turtle. his Chi-Chi is probably going to counter this, but if I grasp right away, he's not going to be able to actually swap his Sid. So I'm going to then... I'm not going to perk up yet. Cleansing Rain. I think I actually have to spam grass to get through his bubble cooldown. But... So I'm going to do really garbage damage to this guy. Oh shoot, actually this is terrible. You know what? I don't want to fight him with this one. I want to fight him with another one. I want to change the weather. I set up Cleansing Rain and I just realized, oh my gosh, he has water moves. I just buffed him. And now my Zufu's dead. This is a terrible idea. I just waited 5 minutes for a Q and my Zufu's already dead. This is terrible. This is the worst day. I should probably just give up now. Let's start over. Alright, so assuming that I fight that guy, I need Mechanical Pandora and Dragon Link for sure. I need, whoops, daisies. Alright, so we're gonna grab Mechanical Pandora and Dragon Link. We're gonna grab something with good magic damage. What's a really good magic pet? Oh, Bright Paw. I forgot about Bright Paw. Bright Paw with Arcane Blast. Maybe Arcane Dash? Or Cute Face. Bright Paw's already pretty fast. But not super fast. I'll take Cute Face. Deals damage, splits. Cannot be stunned or rooted. Bright Paw's got... Alright, Bright Paw sucks. Bright Paw has really terrible stats. Alright, moving on. Moving on. Why did I name my VoD caller Chanimals? I think I was watching him in a tournament and I was like fangirling really hard. What about these guys? These guys have anything good? The pen maybe? Hungering Claw. What do you got? Undead stuff mostly. The Wisp. Leftovers. Lanterns. The Nightmare Bell. Mana Wormling? Mana Wormling? Feedback, Drain Power, Deflection? Ooh, Ant Magic. Ooh. Yeah, sure, what the hell. Let's try that. This is probably gonna be our last one. This is gonna be our last pet battle. We're gonna do this pet battle and I gotta go. But, maybe this will work. I just make this stuff as I go along. That's a replacement for the Nostra. You switched to the Logitech G13. You love it? Yeah, yeah. I had a Logitech G13 actually for 2 years before I switched to the Orb Weaver. The only reason I swapped was because I wanted mechanical keys. If they made the Logitech one with mechanical keys, I would have used that instead. I really liked the Logitech one. It was just getting sticky. And, like, stickies and it was wearing out, not stickies and I spilled something on it. I'm not a heathen. Your friends correct people on your gender on your behalf and you just kind of sink into your chair like we're all dudes. Yeah. Yeah. We can... I'm a fan of not bringing that kind of thing up. So we're gonna start with a... This is a really favorable matchup. If he keeps the Noticeable Wisp out, then we're good. Using Thunderbolt on cooldown is gonna do some backline damage to his little bling. And he's gonna be doing, like... Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use Thunderbolt. I'll use Decoy early. We have the exact same speed, so it's actually gonna be a roll. It is going to be a roll to see which one of us goes first in any given turn. So, Thunderbolt. Splits damage. So it's not gonna hit Little Bling that hard. I don't know what Hogs does. I've never fought Hogs before. Unless in voice chat you refer to whatever pronoun matches the character's gender. There's 150k AP things do sell for 25 gold for possibilities. Yeah. Always an option, man. I mean, if you get more gold, you can collect more pets. I hear Sid the Squid needs a buddy. You're 5 levels away from your PvP appearance. You're probably grinding it out because of the You're probably gonna get that out from what is it? I'm gonna switch this out now. I wanna use his long cooldown things later. BG weekend. It's Battleground weekend right now. So if you're grinding honor levels for anything, now is the time to do it. That's probably what you're doing. So let's dodge, ward, and then we'll start clawing. His Blingtron gift package is gonna wreck my life, unfortunately. Oh, he doesn't have it. He has extra plating. Yes! Alright, cool. In any case, we're gonna start taking damage as an elemental, but he doesn't have any aquatic moves on this team, so that's fine. That's totally fine. I'm just gonna be healing. The Make It Rain kind of sucks, but now that I'm taking damage as an elemental, his damage is actually not that effective against me. I would like to say that I planned that. I did not. I completely forgot that mechanical doesn't do very much damage against elemental. And then we're doing single hits into his extra plating. It's just extra plating. But I think his little bling is kind of boned. His little bling's getting blung on. This is the last week for the easiest to fix week ever, right? Because the new patch is changing and fixes. We don't know when the new patch is dropping, but we probably got at least another week after this. I bet you 28th, I think it's a good bet for patch date. I'm gonna go ahead and dodge. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, I dodged his headbutt. Yeah, that's the stuff. He won't have that for another 5 rounds. May as well refresh this. Now, if I was taking damage as a flying pet, then I would actually be taking reduced damage from Beast, but he's not hitting me with Beast. Headbutt is Beast. If I could take that headbutt damage without having my Nature's Ward buff up, that'd be good, but it's fine. I think we get to win this one. I think we're doing good. Bright Paw Prowl and 25% stun ability is sick. Yeah. That probably would have been good. Hey, again, Hazel rating night just finished. It was so hard. Oh, that sucks. Every now and then, one of those nights just shreds you. Like, our guild will have that too, where we just like can't get it together, and we're just wiping on something that's not even hard for us. Do you have a yellow tint to your glasses? Yeah, these are gaming glasses, so they have a bit of a, they have a very vague tint to them. These ones are not gunners. These are, I forget what they're called. I actually have completely forgotten. Gamma rays. These are gamma ray glasses, so they're cheaper. These were only like 20 bucks instead of 60. But a little bit of a tint. They help me a lot with the monitor. Honor levels get reset each PvP season. They do not get reset each PvP season. Your honor levels, you continually grind through the expansion, potentially after the expansion. They don't ever get reset. So the only thing that gets reset with a new season is your... the only thing that gets reset with a new season is your arena rating. Even your MMR doesn't get reset. Your MMR will carry over. So it's just your 2s and 3s and RBG rating. That's it. Hazel, do you like the Alliance Enthusiast? Yeah, he's cute. I really like the not the voice lines, the little emotes that he does. The emotes that he does are really funny. Every now and then it'll be like, Alliance Enthusiast steals a strand of your hair. And I'm just like, that's friggin' weird. it was funny though. He's just like he's like a real hardcore fan. Gunners? No. I was looking at Gunners. The only reason I would really switch away from these though is if something else was more flattering. If something else made me look cuter, then I would probably wear that, but I don't really want to spend a bunch of money. So we may as well refresh this. He's kind of shredding me right now. He would be shredding me more if he would be shredding me more if I didn't have the Nature's Ward thing. I think I want to swap anyways though, because he's just cleaving my team. I don't have any good reason to allow him to cleave my team, especially because this guy, his cooldowns are up. I can Thunderbolt and do strong damage the back line. I'm resistant to his damage, and I'm gonna ruin his life basically with that. So I want to wait for blind to go away. I'm gonna use a breath. I want to make sure that I land that Thunderbolt. I don't want to miss the Thunderbolt. So now blind's gone. Even if he kills me, I get to come back. We get that off. All right, so Lil Bling is ripped. He comes back, but that's his bracial gone basically. And then breath should kill him, I think. This is gonna kill him. Unless he swaps that pet out, it's gonna kill him. Oh, he got to go first. Oh no, he got the blind up. Ah, I didn't miss though. It was only 50% chance to miss. So poor little mech panda dragonling's probably done now. Probably done so. See, Hazel's not the only one that's confused about the honor stuff. I was really surprised that you were confused by it, just because I've never heard of anybody thinking that. Like, I don't remember anything in game ever hinting to me that they might be reset, but I guess it's just a logical conclusion. It didn't get reset last season. Like, we've already had a season change. Your goal this season was to get the 1800 RBG transmog gear. Now you got that, you can go back to being casual pleb. That's always a good feeling, like when you actually reach your goal, and if that's what you want and you're done, you can just kind of do whatever you want after that point. That's kind of how I feel about having beaten Heroic Gul'dan in Raid, is we're on farm now. We're not progressing in anything until Team of Sargeras, so I don't have to do everything possible to maximize my damage. I'll get upgrades as we continue to farm the raid, and that's good enough for me. I can take some time off and go waste my life away in 3s. Anyways, I have to go get ready to go try and explain to a middle-aged accountant what I do for a living. So thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me in the stream. I really appreciate you stopping by. I will be back next week. Next week is going to be back to normal time, so 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Pacific for the YouTube stream. I might be doing Twitch streams in between if I am queuing and I feel like it. So make sure you go follow me over on twitch.tv/hazelnutty8 if you would like to see PvP streams over on Twitch. Those are a little bit more laid back. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.